And the last thing is a book. A 2014 parts catalog. There you go. I need a parts catalog for so I can work on a new bike. At least I know what new parts look like. So, somebody getting into this damn package. Okay, so there's your part number down here. So, I like real books because I'm old. I can look at them, I can see stuff. I can go back and forth looking at different things quick and simple. When I'm trying to figure out something like that, I can just go stage back and forth. I can go from one book to another book instantly, right on top of each other and look at pictures. So this is how I educate myself on how bikes are made. This is an XB cover looking to me, but it's 14 Sportster. So if you want to know how a bike's made, this gives you what the parts look like, pretty close. These are all the part numbers. It tells you what the fitment is. And when you're trying to figure out what the inside of your motor looks like, you go in here and you can see what year they actually made this thing. So this is what year book? This is a 14 book. And you go in here and to see it's a -74 part number for a pinion shaft bushing. That'd be almost like this bushing right here. The only difference between a 77 and this one is they cut the damn shoulder off of it. That one's from 57. So Harley does not change and stuff very much. So this fits from 1974 all the way through 14 for sure. Probably all the way to end up in 22. I think it's the last year of a Sportster now. Harley doesn't like changing stuff too much. See, the drive gear here is an 88 number. That's the gear off the pinion shaft right here. And we talked about that over here. This here was the spline version, which is 86. This one's 87 because it's a round hole. It's 87 to the end. They never changed it. They actually did change a little bit though. They went to a fine tooth in 2000, so there's a difference, but that's why they got an A on it, I guess. So the timing cards are 1990, 04, 07, 07, and this has got the new numbers. I don't know what the hell these are. So even though it's the book is 14, they're using some kind of a cover here. It's the same as 1990 on it. Probably this cover right here. So anyway, you get an idea what fits what, how far back things go. And the cams go back to 06 because it says right here 06 on the part number. There's your pinion gear 00. Yeah. I'm not sure what the other gear was. Oh, it's probably the oil pump gear. So there's your flywheel. 04, 02 numbers all through here. Pistons are 04. Flywheel assembly is 04B. So an 04 crank fits all the way up through 14, probably all the way to the end. So at least tells you what it fits to up to that year. So you can see what fits what. These got these new goofy numbers in here. I don't know what the hell these numbers are. I don't know anybody knows how to read those yet. There's your fork in here. You got 09 numbers, 92 numbers, 87 numbers. So some of these parts go way back. So that's what's nice. You can learn stuff there. You get up into later stuff like this, its stuff is more current, but still you can see a lot of old numbers in here. 76 number in here, 86 numbers, 11s, 04s, and 01. So the 81 back here for clip. So Harley reuses a lot of parts on their newer bikes that fit a lot of older gears. So the big thing is you can see what they did, what's been changed, what hasn't been changed, just by looking at it. Look at those part numbers, diagnose what was changed, not changed from one year to the next. So here's your oil pump. That probably goes back to 97. There's 91, 89B, 75, 91. Gear shaft is 07. That's this piece, so they changed something on here. So it's either how they make it down here or they change the gear. We know the gear's the same on the other cranks. They didn't change the gear. That means they probably changed down in here somewhere. Which means 9's probably different too. Yep, 7. So they probably changed the drive key in here, the shaft, how it's made. So you can kind of figure out what they did differently. So evidently there's a difference in 07 pumps and earlier pumps. But I bet you they're interchangeable. They don't tell you that, but I bet you they are. So here's your cylinders and stuff. Cylinder and piston, 04, 05. Here's a 10, black, with no fin highlights. It's painted shitty black, not nice looking black, so they did that in 10. Well, they got cheap. Harley got cheap, imagine that. Alright, anyway, parts books work really good for information like that. The other thing they're good for is identification of what your bike is. Tells you it deciphers what the VIN number on your bike means. Tells you all here what it fits, how you identify what bike you have. That's all done with the VIN number, and the parts book is the only one that tells you that. The service book does not have this information. So, nice thing about a parts book, they give you this information right here. So, there you go. Parts books are very handy.